hit a bit of a rock, hit a bit of a bump in the road a little bit.
Yeah, when you have success, it's how you deal with it. First 180 of the day, and there was a bag full of 180s yesterday, 43. Nearly a record-breaking day in that statistic.
60.
Full of quality. And Anton Östlund, you know, whatever happened to him from that success, you've got to knuckle down even more. You've got to work twice as hard. Like I say, disappointed yesterday, but we all know about the Modus Super Cs. There's no 2 days of the same. Outstanding 180 and a set-up play with a 1-7 from McEwen. He means business today.
He really does, leaving himself on a double after 12, immediately threatening the break of the Östlund throw in leg 1 of this contest.
57.
Yeah, we felt he just played a little bit more with pace yesterday, a bit more rhythm. Where the rhythm he's got right now, because that's a 13 dart opener, breaker throw. Perfect start for McEwen.
To see this game through, to move him on to 8 points, and to draw parity with Parry. 2 5s. And eventually McEwen crosses the line. He gets the better of Anton Östlund by 4 legs to 2. It moves him on to 8 points in the group, level with Kurt Parry.
Well, a good response here in leg 2. He does go his own way on finishes, that's for sure. But that's the reason he started on the 18s. This is a much better performance from Scott Taylor. He certainly needs to make a decision on this 10 because Scott Taylor's right behind him there with the 2-darter. Does he split or does he go straight for it? He'll make that decision roundabout now. Can he execute? Yes, he can. Kurt Parry does move on to 10 points. He stays at the top against the also dangerous Scott Taylor. Yep, started this leg with the score of 30. Can he finish with real aplomb? Yes, he can. Van Velzen is flying.
Marvin Van Velzen.
Yeah, the camera just showed that maybe they were too good, too close to that target. Van Velzen goes through his process and does move into 3rd position. That's a 4-0 victory and a little obligatory fist bump from Marvin Van Velzen. He is expected to do big things. It wasn't his day yesterday for the reigning champion, but he has bags of confidence. And when he ordered his Chinese last night, I'm not joking when I say he missed his plate with his rice, but no such issue with a 98 finish there. That's what Scott Taylor's all about. Rice, rice, baby.
Second leg, it's Anton to throw first. Game on.
Has put himself in a tremendous position. This has to go.
To a double 16. Great marker. But he cannot utilise it. And so Scott Taylor, to bring the curtain down on what has been a superb display, has 2 darts at tops. He only needs the 1 for an average of 107.36. An average of 14 darts a leg, 1 with a 14 darter. Scott Taylor sends a statement out to the rest of the field, and the only thing he dropped in that game was his case at the end of it.
After 12 darts to leave tops, very, very tough to beat, but he's going to have pressure.
85. Jamie require 40.
To establish his advantage at 3-2. Double 10. Into the bottom corner. And that's a 14 darter for Jim McEwen to move him 3-2 to the good and a leg away from winning this contest.
This 87 has to go. It may be the bullseye, you know. It is the bullseye for 3-3.
62.
Skims the wire, but just a shade 52. Above. And so Jim McEwen for a 2nd consecutive victory to kickstart his day. 2 darts in his hand at tops. And McEwen's beginning to make a march on day 2. A 14 darter to cross the finishing line to get the better of David Mayo by 4 legs to 2. It moves him on to 10 points.
Yeah, Kurt Parry is doing what Marvin Van Velzen was doing to others.
180.
Talk about kicking a man when he's down. He hits that double, that 1 dart at the tops with his opponent sat pretty.
140.
He's one of those players, Kurt Parry, who's really annoying because he just doesn't give you a moment's peace. At the moment, He's thrown with perfection. 60.
180.
Into the perfect leg.
We have waxed lyrical about Parry from the first dart he threw yesterday. He has looked $1 million.
45.
And I guess the cherry on the cake
141.
will be the precision of a 9-darter. It's on.
But dart 8 goes a
109.
begging, but he's left himself on a 10-darter to move 3-0 to the good. If one of his best qualities has been the fact that he could be a consistent player at this present moment in time, he's blowing Marvin van Velzen apart.
Require 32.
The adrenaline will be rushing through that body right now. And how
60.
many times when a player's on a 9-darter does he end up losing a leg? Well, time's on his side, to be fair, but he has to use that moment now, this 5 or 6 seconds, because let me tell you, the blood will be rushing through the body
60.
with excitement. Your
60.
job is to manage that breathing right now. Look at that double A.
Game
Ping
shot on
it,
the
Parry
third leg. Kurt Parry.
is brilliant. Well, it's on. That's tricky now. Can he find a way through that second dart? The right-hand
Game
side of
shot
that
on the
dart.
fourth
What
leg.
a dart.
Marvin van Velzen.
Same process for Van Velzen. Gives himself a couple of seconds. Decision to be made. It's a double-double. That's what he went for. But Parry, surely his final chance to see out this game.
24.
He's had a handful of opportunities now to win this match. But finally, Kurt Parry picks the points up and picks apart Marvin van Velzen. Change of referee, George Baker making his debut on the Super Series stage. Marco on the Challenge Tour, on the World Senior Tour. And he's also a county level referee, refereeing for Warwickshire in the County Championship.
David to throw first. Game on.
Great to have him here. But he's going to get 2 in his hand, a double 16, now double 8.
Game
Back to
shot on the
2-1
third
and
leg.
back
Scott
on throw.
Taylor.
Scott Taylor is in business. There's a lot of quality players in there, but they're players where we don't quite know where their game's at this present moment in time.
140. Scott, you require 114.
Will Mill be back for the match? Scott Taylor needs a treble 18. He's decided to stay there for the lesser spot. A
Game
double
shot on the sixth
17.
leg. Scott Taylor.
What a finish.
Well, this is a result that he's carved out, Scott Taylor, if he is to cross the finishing line. Hasn't been anywhere near his vintage
180.
best. But
Scott, you
David
require
Mail there with that
129.
maximum has left himself on a finish, forcing the issue with Taylor. But it's bullseye for the win, and it would have been bullseye for
104. David, you
back-to-back
require
ton plus
154.
checkouts.
What a crescendo to the end of this game. David Mail is going to leave it pretty. He's been second best for a lot of this game as Scott Taylor, but he's first for a real opportunity. He loves double 12, and that's the reason why.
And the match,
A huge sigh of relief for Scott Taylor, who was a big favourite going into that game on the back of that incredible 107 average. Thought a treble 19 might have come into it because that would have left 69. Tricky finish. Nothing tricky at the moment for Kurt Parry. Could be a bullseye required here. It's going to be double 5.
Game shot on the fifth leg.
Absolutely
Kurt Parry.
outstanding.
52. Kurt, you require
And
88.
interestingly, that leaves 166. That could be a change of strategy. What strategy? It's a
Game
majestic
shot and the
performance from
match,
Kurt
Kurt
Parry
Parry.
once again. 6 wins now on the spin. He is absolutely flying. He's looking $1 million. And even when he didn't look at his best, was still averaging way above what the other players are doing right now. This is a great time to be Kurt Parry. And he's doing a real demolition job. Look at those numbers. In normal circumstances, this is meat and drink. Double 10. And maybe
Game
that's
shot
the
in the
end
second
of the
leg.
bad
Marvin
dart
van
in this match.
Velzen.
We'll level after 2.
$58. Jim, you
Are
require
we going the
102.
distance? Jim McEwen with a 102 will start upstairs. Still can finish. Shake of the head, the wry smile, but treble 17 would have offered the bullseye.
38.
And so
you
Marvin
require
van Velzen to
147.
win this game in some style. He's already taken out a 120 today against Kurt Parry. If he takes this out, this is for the match. And expect a reaction. Expect a chain reaction. Double 18 to win it in sumptuous style. Magnificent for Marvin van Velzen. He wins the game for 147 checkout, showing champion quality. You get the sense there are opportunities he can ill afford to miss. Well, I don't think I've ever seen a 59 take it out 777 double 19, but we have now has won the South African qualifier in Group C. Cheeky double-double. Cheeky double-double for Anton Ersland to move 3-0 to the goods.
Well, he's still a big favourite for this match.
Well, it took him to his 10 for 10, but David Mayle is finally on the board. The issue he's got is Anton Ersland has the darts here to win the match, and he's kicked off with a max.
Yeah, maybe he just wanted that leg over so he can get a 9-darter.
140.
Watch this fourth dart go into the single one.
You've known me for too long.
Oh! 120.
Let him have that dart again. Come on.
No, Glenn. Rules are rules. Just because he's on a 9.
177.
But what a response on David Mayle. He could have so easily suppressed to the pressure that Ersland had put on him in this leg.
First class Mayle.
57.
As he stamps his authority on this leg.
And he's continuing. He's licking his lips over this prospect, but this for the match. Oh, beautifully situated for another double 12. Oh, magnificent! Oh, my word! Anton Ersland. That was a special way to cap off what was a very good performance. This has to go. It could go. Bullseye for what would have been the ultimate skin saver.
What a barnstormer of a game this is. It's been an absolute belter. A real slugfest. Big haymakers thrown at each other. They're both still standing. But it's Van Velzen with a match dart.
28. Scott, you require 25.
Opportunity missed. An opportunity knocks for Taylor. Double 12. We go all the way.
Game shot.
Perhaps fitting this game has a crescendo leg. A 14 darter. And this meeting between the former champions heads all the way. It's been a high quality affair between two top quality players. Who steps forward, looking at 77, to win a classic match here. To win a classy match here. Tops to win it.
57.
He has spurnt a chance
Scott, you require
to move
89.
on to 10 points.
This time it's Scott Taylor just taking his time. Treble 19 will be the target area. It's double 5. He's been there before. What a game. What a performance. Hold your head up high, both players, because that was an absolute cracker. Yeah, the one game that Kurt Parry has lost so far has been against Jim McEwen. Did go 4-3, but it's double 9 for a 1-0 lead. Everything he touches turns to gold right now. 4 wins from 4 is looking in the offering right now. This super tight group we all anticipated. Kurt Parry here has a chance of running away with this group.
76.
2 8s. Kurt Parry is the dominant force.
Kurt Parry.
A 4-2 win against Jim McEwen, his 4th win of the day, and he's 4 points clear at the top of the group.
This could be 2 darts away from being 1 away from another whitewash win. It's quite a flat
20.
dart that made that dart awkward. And any sign of a massive average from Marvin. He's still averaging 95. But we were looking at numbers, potentially record-breaking numbers at one point.
60. Marvin, you require
Well, after
40.
an up and down day, I think he'll just be happy to finish with a win, and particularly a big win. He's had it all his own way so far.
Game
And he's
shot in
3-0
the third
to the
leg.
goods.
Marvin van
The
Velzen.
first 2 legs were sublime. The last one, Well, the scoring stakes are really good. A little bit scrappy towards the end, but he'll be happy enough that he's 3-0 in front. But he's putting in a performance befitting of a champion and befitting of champion qualities.
In the in-play table, and Scott Taylor could do him a favour in the final game.
And that's a big point, because in Holland they play a lot of Super League darts late at night, which is why it's not a surprise that players from the Netherlands play very well in Group B. For Van Velzen, that is probably going to be the task on Wednesday. But for Ursland, the task was the 1-1-3, and he's up to that task. 1 ton with a ton topper. It's like a drug. You don't want to ever lose that feeling again. You want to keep getting that hit of win after win after win.
Marvin, you acquire 128.
You know, so he's going to get a win here because Anton has provided no opposition in this leg. Van Velzen, as much time as he wants to see it through, he may only need the 3. Oh, beautiful!
And the match,
it's victory for Van Velzen in sumptuous style, a ton topper and a performance from the champion, which tells everybody that he is still here and up to the task. It was a trying day at times for Marvin Van Velzen, but he has finished off with a classy performance. The first average of the day in excess of a ton as he beats Anton Ursland.
Will there be any pressure when he comes back? Needs at least a treble. So no
60.
dramas whatsoever for Parry. It looks like we are going the distance. We are going the distance. We have a last leg shootout. His heart will be racing. Searching for his first win of the day.
10. Kurt, you require
He's had the chance.
40.
It's come and gone. And for Kurt Parry, he has had to dodge a few bullets, but this is to complete the card. 5 from 5.
Kurt Parry.
A perfect Tuesday for Kurt Parry. It was always going to be awkward dart one, but that's perfect for McEwen. But he cannot nestle in, and so it's double 10. 1 left.
30. Scott, you require 20.
That could be curtains for McEwen, not just in this game, but any floating hopes of winning the group. And so Scott Taylor, to reduce the gap to Kurt Parry to just 4 points over 9. He pins double 10. He's got work to do tomorrow, has Scott Taylor, but he's put himself at least in a position to try and attack the top of Group A.